You won't believe the kind of miracles I have witnessed and manifested. It's just fantastic. I can't believe that I have become such a powerful manifester. So many of my dreams have just come true like that. And it's just fantastic how the entire thing came together. I was looking for a job opportunity and I decided to make a vision board. And surprisingly, everything that I always wanted manifested exactly to the T on that vision board. The results of that was absolutely astonishing, and the universe was that accurate with my manifestation. My last video on dream job manifestation was based on a dream job list. But this method that I'm going to be telling you is going to be a combination of vision boards and a dream job list. And that's how I manifested my dream job in such an accurate and amazing way, and all of you should definitely try out this method. It's really fun. It's not going to be time consuming or very difficult. It's going to be like a really fun process and you're going to enjoy it a lot. Don't worry, I'm going to teach you everything. So let's begin. So it was the year 2020. The lockdown had just begun and I felt like, something was missing from my life. And I thought all my life I've been shifting between Bombay and Chennai. So I wanted to try out a new city and I decided, okay, let's go to Bangalore. And I've never been to this new city before. What is a better way to know a city than, get a job there, meet new people, learn the work culture. So that's when I decided to manifest my dream job in Bangalore, a city that I don't know at all. And this would mean I have to start everything from scratch because I don't know a single soul there, probably a couple of relatives here and there who I've never really met. But I just thought that, it's totally out of my comfort zone and I should do something which I've never done before. So let me just try it. I'm just going to take you through the process step by step, what exactly I did. So basically I went to this website called imagesbazaar.com. It is Sandeep Maheshwari, the motivational speaker's website. The reason I went to this particular website and not any other website is because the models that I used in this particular website are all Indian. So, it's more relatable and it's easier to visualize. That is why I would suggest the same thing to you, but of course you could do whatever works for you. I wanted to manifest a dream job as a teacher. I typed the word teacher and a lot of images came in front of me. Teachers teaching little very young children, preschool children, teachers teaching teenage kids, grown-up kids, college kids, MBA kids, all kinds of things. So I just randomly picked out images that really stood out to me and that I found visually attractive. Then what I did, I went to canva.com. It's a very, very basic, simple website. It has like templates, fonts, colors that you could play with. You could just drop in some images. Since I was going to go to the Xerox shop wala and get everything printed, I put it in that A4 size paper format. And I highly suggest you get bigger images because when you cut it out and when you put it in your room, you want it to like really stand out. The first thing, like when you enter your room, that way it will definitely go into your subconscious mind, and that's how the law of attraction will work through you. So that is why it's very important for you to take a big image that will like really stand out to you in your room. By the way, imagesbazaar.com is Sandeep Maheshwari's website and you cannot use any of the images for free for any commercial purpose. You would be fined for it. It's illegal. Since I was using it for my personal purpose, I'm just going to put it up in my room. I'm not going to display it in any website or anywhere. I decided to use it. In Google, usually the images that you get have these watermark signs, and if you're okay with that, you can get it. I personally don't prefer that. And in imagesbazaar.com, I was getting it without any watermark, and plus, like I told you, Indian models were there, so more relatable. One of the things that I also added in my vision board was that I am earning 38,000 per month in Bangalore, happy and flourishing, self-reliant, something on those lines I had written in big, and those were one of the images that I had cut out for my vision board. So if there is a particular salary that you have in mind, you could just zoom it out and make it one of the important images. And usually numbers is something that will like really attract your eye, so you can use that in your favor. There was one small mistake that I made in this entire thing. So my personal preference is to teach the younger lot because I sort of relate to them. At least the child in me is able to relate to them much more. But the images that I had put on my vision board is that of a teacher teaching teenage children. And there was another image where there was a teacher and she had a globe in her hand and there were children that were surrounding her, and there was like this brown brick wall in the background. So when I got this image, I just thought, okay, this image looks attractive, let me just put it on. But little did I know that the universe is going to pick up on the smallest of things. The job that I actually got, the workplace, had the exact brown bricks that were there in the background of that vision board photo. The universe interpreted that as me wanting to teach geography, which is not really something I absolutely love. My preference is to teach English. But when I was putting that up, I didn't realize that the universe will interpret it this way. But anyway, I had put that up, and there were like teenage kids who were around me. So the universe's understanding was that she wants to go to a place that looks like this. She wants to teach teenage kids and she wants to teach geography. That was what my image was representing. Now that I think of it, it was not exactly the best representation of what I wanted. But because I made that mistake, the job offer that I got was to teach middle school kids geography, and that workplace had the exact brown bricks background. The actual workplace, my staff room where I was sitting, it was exactly like that. So what I'm telling you is, please be very careful of what you put on your vision board, because the universe is just going to pick up on these minute little things, maybe things that you don't even pay attention to, and it's going to get manifested. So if you're doing it, just pay attention to every little detail. Also, strangely, I had put up one picture of a lady and some children who were playing with a dog. And surprisingly, in my workplace, you had these sort of therapy dogs who teachers and children can go to just as a stress buster, like just to relax and just to get a change of headspace. Can you imagine a workplace with a dog? I actually manifested that. That's like crazy. That never happens, let alone in a school. That was one part of the crazy manifestation, but it was there in my vision board, and I think the universe strangely made note of it, somehow found some school in Bangalore which matched all of these requirements, and just made sure I got a call and I went for the interview. Speaking of which, I came to Bangalore, I gave multiple interviews, I got many offers, and this was somehow the offer that really stood out. They offered the exact salary that I wanted, 38,000 in hand and 40,000 in total. The amount that I wanted, 38,000, it manifested just as much. I think in my vision board I put 35,000, but I got a little more than that. So I was really ecstatic and happy about it. It was like a big deal to me. In fact, even in my resume, I had very boldly put that my expected salary is so much. Even during the interview, I went ahead and I said, although I had limited amount of experience, I still went on to boldly say that I want so much salary. That requires a great deal of guts, because the teachers in India, they don't really get paid that much. I know of some teachers who work their ass off just like 5,000, and they work all day, and that's like peanuts for the amount of hard work they put in. So this was like a very big amount, especially in India for a teacher. Anyway, I got the right opportunity. This particular place, the breakfast, lunch, snacks, everything was on the house. The workplace environment, everything was like of very good quality. The students, everything was really good. And the surprising part was that the distance from my house to the workplace was around 25 kilometers, but they still offer transportation. I could imagine a corporate doing something like that for the employees, but doing that for your teachers and a school doing that was like a big deal. And I also mentioned in my dream job list, so other than my vision board, I also had like a dream job list where I had mentioned all of the things that I want, which I had told you in my previous video. I'll just put it here in the I button and you can check it out if you haven't. In my dream job list, I had also mentioned that I want like really kind and helpful colleagues, and that's exactly what I got. Very nice colleagues who were like so sweet and so kind to me. In fact, I actually have a history of having horrible colleagues, but this time very particularly I had mentioned to the universe that I want really good colleagues who are nice to me, who are good human beings, who are like respectful and kind. And I got to work with such wonderful people. In fact, there was one girl who actually sent me a box of macaroons for my birthday as a surprise. She sent it home, and something like that has never happened to me in my whole life. It was sort of like a dream. The only mistake that I made here, which I don't want any of you to do, was I wasn't very clear about the job profile through my vision boards. Like I told you, the globe that I had put got interpreted as geography, whereas I wanted to teach English. So please be careful of what you portray on your vision board, and even in your dream job list, make sure you're very clear about what exactly you want, the job profile per se, because that is going to be the crux of your job. Everything else is just paraphernalia, all externalities which can be sorted. That other than that, I didn't mention that I wanted good bosses and seniors. So I got a terrible management working above me, were like so cruel and like so mean. So that was one big mistake that I made. So please make sure that whichever authority figure or whichever senior that you're working with, your boss, your supervisor, please make sure that you mention in your dream job list and you put it on your vision board that they're kind, nice people who are respectful of what you do and who value you as an employee. Overall, this 1 year work experience that I got from this particular company was good. I learned a lot. This is my success story. I hope this has helped you in some way. If you have any good video ideas or something that you'd like me to do, please let me know in the comments below and I will immediately get cracking on it. Thank you for staying till the end. My name is Nandita. See you in the next one.